911, is this an emergency?
Yes, it is. I think a girl's passed out or dead in my bar.
You think she's what?
Sir, please get
Okay, hold on. What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't know, sir. She's black and she's blue and she's on the floor. Please now.
Okay, hold on.
Law enforcement received that chilling 911 call on October 7th, 1985. That's the day Jerri Emken arrived at her job as a bookkeeper at the former Murray's Pub in Pompano Beach near the Pompano Park racetrack. As Jerri went about her morning routine, someone murdered her inside the business. Her murder is open and unsolved.
We were extremely close, and I miss her dearly every day.
Jerri's sister Nancy lives with the pain of losing the sister she loved and helped raise into a loving and caring woman.
She did deserve this. She was a good person. Whoever did this should never have gotten away with it.
She was targeted. We just need to find out why.
Broward Sheriff's Office cold case homicide detective David Towsley said whoever killed Jerri likely knew her.
It was a violent murder, which is indicative of somebody with a personal vendetta against her, or maybe a crime of passion, something like that. Whoever it was just left. There was money available there. There was all kinds of things that could have been taken, and apparently nothing was taken out of the business.
It's a crime that's been on the books in Pompano Beach for 7 years.
In 1992, Jerri's murder received additional news coverage as detectives and people who knew and loved her asked for the public's help solving the case.
It's hard to believe that it happened to a nice person.
That's Mickey James, Nancy's husband and Jerri's brother-in-law. Mickey owned Murray's Pub and hired Jerri to work there after Jerri moved to Florida in the early 1980s. Jerri was looking for a fresh start following a painful divorce. 36 years later, Mickey still hopes the killer will be identified and still can't believe this gentle, kind woman died in such a violent way.
She was pleasant with people and they just loved her, and she was great. She was like my right hand.
Mickey remembers October 7th, 1985 well. Jerri was at the bar. Her car, a Datsun, was parked out front as usual. She was inside handling the cash from the night before and getting ready for the day. Mickey and a vending company employee arrived sometime that morning after Jerri.
I noticed the door was unlocked. I would just open the door, which I thought was very strange. And then we kept calling her and no answer, looking back and forth, looking in the bar area. Her car was out front and just couldn't figure where she was. So I went back again to the back storage room and came back towards my office, and I looked to the left and that's where I found her laying on the floor.
After making the horrifying discovery in the kitchen area of the business, Mickey called 911. He believes the fact that Jerri opened the locked door at the business meant that she knew her attacker.
Evidently she had the door locked, and whoever she let in, she knew. Because on the door I had put a window where you can see eye level who's at the door if they would ring the buzzer and knock on the door. So whoever it was, she knew, or she wouldn't have left them in. There's just no way. She was very careful about stuff like that because she knew we had a lot of money in there to cash payroll checks.
Nancy remembers getting to the bar after Mickey called her with the tragic news.
I get out of the car and I think I just kind of broke down because there was a picture of me in the paper leaning over on one of the cars, and I was crying, and they told me that she had been murdered.
It's a pain that will never leave Nancy or Mickey. After the murder, detectives pored over the crime scene for clues. They learned of two vehicles, a white van and a blue pickup truck, that were seen in the area around the time of Jerri's murder.
One of them they described as an American-made full-size pickup truck, which was blue, had a black roll bar on it with two lights on the roll bar, and then it had a white painted stripe around the top cab of the truck. Nobody was ever able to identify that pickup truck.
Detective Towsley said there used to be a payphone near the bar.
If anybody stopped that morning to use the payphone and saw anything, heard anything, saw anybody coming and going from the business, remembers her car being out there, those are the people we want to talk to.
Nancy and Mickey know that after so many years have passed, memories can grow hazy. But they hope someone with information on Jerri's murder calls Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. Tipsters can remain anonymous. Detective Towsley says BSO's cold case homicide unit will track down every lead in hopes of bringing answers to Jerri's family.
I promise them that we will do everything in our power to try to solve this case and bring justice.